What's going on? I'm confused.
I was just looking at and like Mona was just bouncing up and down and swinging at me, and then Shroomtastic walked up right behind his butt and just popped him and fell to his doom. It just amused me. Like, hi, honey, bop.
I want to see if he ever got the quick and concise map tours up. I don't think he did. Nope, he never got up at that. No, those map tours that Jackson making, he didn't get about.
Nice. I do love the lettering on this false respite sign.
Very fancy.
It is. It's all fancy panch. Okay, we should have looked at the back before.
Oh, what's on the back? I've never seen what's on the back. Oh, that's amazing.
I have not seen what's on the back either. I'm just like, oh, this looks like from the side you can clearly see that it's not the same lettering because it wasn't like stacked up. I'm like, oh, let's just see what. Oh my!
It's here. Be right back.
All right, I'm for the pizza. Oh my. And Dawn's like, pizza. All right, everybody is here. Welcome to the finals. Artilea race for the wool. They're doing the Artilea. I believe they're a new wool finals, and this is going to be really, really great. These guys have just been kicking butt all the way around, and these guys have actually met up against each other. These guys would be Jamaican, Hopscotch, Mafia, and Noble Waffles. And what I was like giggling over this earlier because it's like, you know, the nobility versus the mafia, right? Yeah. For the Horde, who's to say the good guys are the good guys and the bad guys aren't the good guys? So anyway, there you go. Full Desi. No. Contranaut. Mimsy, this is going to be a great match, man. This is on False Respite, as you can see. Now, this is another 4-lane map. If you recall, earlier in one of the rounds, there was another 4-lane map, and we kept referring to the fact that this is a map very similar to what we're going to be playing on the finals. And it is fantastic. I've actually done a match on this before in a throwdown, and got another tour, so I've had a couple of tours of it. It's really, really interesting. There is all sorts of stuff to take a look at on this one. Looks like they are getting set up for the initial sumo.
I am back. Sorry about that.
What pieces did you get?
I got a barbecue pepperoni pineapple pizza.
Interesting.
Alright, so we're gonna do sumo real quick, and then we can do all the pregame stuff. Awesome.
Hey.
I think it's Matt and Minnie. I think that's what they plan on doing. Minnie is only doing it in here for sumo, and then he's gonna jet out.
Ooh, a special tag in sumo.
Mm-hmm.
He must have the moves. JHM sounds so official. It's like, so, the foundation, who is, you know, the company, the corporation, the foundation, JHM, please show your representative to the sumo match. Oh.
TSM, basically TSM.
There you go. Okay, not. I love the little matching outfits. They're like little penguin team.
Besides sub, look at sub. He has his little miners.
Yeah, but he's still penguin-y. He's just fancy pants pink. Well, he's different fancy pants penguin. I guess all of them are fancy pants. Oh, they're adorable. Okay, sorry. Oh,
the tag out.
Oh
no.
Oh. Okay. Well, Matson won that one, but that was sort of a last-second tag-out jump in there. All right. And bam. Noble Waffles are green, which of course means the Jamaican Hopscotch Mafia, or JHM, are the gold.
Indeed.
All right. This is really fantastic. Now, because this is a 4-lane map, you have a choice at the beginning, thanks to the awesomeness of command blocks. You can drop down to the main lane, which is in these two middle lanes, or off in the back, you can drop down to the ISO lane, isolated lane, main lane, which is, of course, on the 2 outside edges. And you cannot have your outside ISO lane protected next to you. No, it's sort of every other. So, can't have it too easy, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to go grab someone from each team to do pregame interviews.
Awesome.
I'm going to grab someone from, who's on top? Yeah. So I'm going to grab someone from Jamaican Hopscotch Mafia for a pregame interview.
Say that 5 times fast. Oh my goodness.
Alright, we got Full SEO 3 from Jamaican Hopscotch Mafia for their pregame interview.
Hi, Full Desi.
Hello.
Long time no chat, darling.
Yes, I guess so.
How are you?
Cold and sweaty.
Cold and sweaty. Well, that's interesting. How are your team feeling right now? Everybody nervous? Feeling good?
Making fun of Contranaut a lot, if that counts.
Make it well. Yeah, sure.
So,
sure.
I wouldn't say we're overly confident, but I wouldn't say we're scared. So.
All right. So you feel kind of prepared then. You're sounding prepared, comfortable.
Yes, more worried about Ben Contranaut running first main. I think a little bit.
Okay. Is that because he's wasn't the main one to do it, or the new position?
Well, about halfway through the week, me and Contranaut switched roles, and now he's running first main pretty quick. So it'll be interesting to see if he can pull it off. And I think a lot.
So he's doing what you've been doing, which makes you a little nervous.
Yeah, like I can do the other role just fine. It's hopefully he can pull it together and do that role. We'll see. He's pretty clutch.
Your spot.
Yep.
All right. So a little bit of rearranging. Did you guys do any adjusting for your strategies as you were preparing for the team that you're up against? Did you guys change anything up?
Our whole strat's based off who they are. Like almost it's completely against anything we kind of stand for. All through the group stages, we've resource denied and had about a 30-minute game. And this match, we're completely ignoring resources, not collecting our own. We'll try to deny them a bit, but we're mostly trying to get about 2 wool touches under 10 minutes, hopefully 3 with under 15.
So you were looking to just get in there, get it done, and get the hell out.
Yep, that's the plan. I mean, we know they got a heavy PvP roster, so if we can get a start on the wolves while they have 1, maybe 2 focused on resources, then that'll be the best time. Once they get out resources, it's going to be a tough game, so...
Okay, so that's going to be an interesting setup. I do like that you say that you guys do adjust every time, because a lot of teams do that, and the ones that seem to just sort of ignore their opponents and just do their own thing, it can be really, really, really hard.
Yeah, for sure. So we're pretty much going to ignore all that much of PvP. I mean, you'll see some early game, you'll see some late game. That mid game, there's going to be a lot of wool running and not a lot of PvP. Hopefully not... I think our fall is going to be if they get a really good lockdown on first main, or if they just stall us long enough. Because once they stall us, then it's going to be they have the armor advantage, and then they have us sitting in wool boxes where we're not doing anything. And
right. That, of course, is the risk of not getting your particular resources and just trying to rush it. Do you have any concerns about the 4-lane map? Are you pretty comfortable with the 4-lane map?
I'm very comfortable with it.
It's not a totally new concept anymore for those folks who've been around for a while and have been practicing and playing. We've seen several of these, and it's really interesting how it gets broken up. With this particular one, you really are running each wool kind of double.
Yeah.
But it's great.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be sitting in ISO all game, so I don't mind. But when I'm in main, I hate it. I can't stand not being ready, not being able to lean over the lane without getting poked from behind and into the void.
Okay.
So, I mean, being that I'll be in ISO, I like it. So.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like you guys have practiced. You've set up your strats. Everything sounds really, really good. Anything I need to be looking for besides the already huge hand? We're going to hopefully touch things right off the bat.
I would say the start. Me getting to the ender chest, and Contranaut getting to a little bit safe into first wool. So if Contranaut gets shot before he's able to get into that somewhat safe stair room, he's going to have a difficulty getting back to his stuff for one, and then the spawner's going to be revved up, and then for me getting to the ender chest, that's really the only good way to get our supplies, like a bulk of the supplies. So if I were to die there, that would lose a bulk supplies of the map. And then Sub will be doing an ender pearl early on, and as long as he makes that ender pearl, that's a big point too. So I'd say the ender pearl, ender chest, and first wall.
Those first few minutes, the first 5-10 minutes is just all is everything. If you get in there, you think you can get it first few minutes. Okay. All right. Well, it sounds fantastic. I can't wait to see what goes on between you guys. Really, both of you are excellent teams, so I have a hard time saying who I think is going to win this. You both have a great shot. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see how it goes.
Perfect. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks.
Bye.
Right, I'm gonna grab some for Noble Waffles now.
All right. Ooh, it's gonna be good.
What? Hi.
Oh.
Boo!
Sorry, dude. Yeah, time. We have Matt Susan from Noble Waffles now.
You just got pulled mid-sentence. You were just like, and talking to my team. What? What? Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Go better.
Better, yeah. Your team feeling okay? You feeling nervous? Well prepared? What are you thinking?
I think we're well prepared. Not nervous at all. I'm not generally nervous for any kind of game like this.
Yeah. So it doesn't really get you. That's interesting because I know some players that are like completely nervous, like they were standing in front of 1,000 people, and other people are just like, "Yeah, it's a game. We're gonna have fun." So you guys are pretty comfortable with everything.
Yeah. At least I am.
Not to speak for everybody. What are you guys looking at for this particular map? What kind of strats have you adjusted anything based on who you guys are going up against, or are you just doing your own game? What's your plan?
We're not gonna try really locking down. We're just gonna try and run wolves as fast as possible. We're not gonna try. We're mostly gonna have people covering the wool runners. We're not gonna try locking down wolves too much because there's not really any lockdown spot on this map. We don't think.
Okay, so you guys are kind of PvP heavy. You're gonna just really try to protect your wool runners and just get them in before their wool runners, huh?
Yep.
All right. Is there any major change-ups with your team or your layout? Or are you just, kind of the same core
it's
group?
pretty much the same, yeah.
Okay, pretty much the same.
From last week, the only different person is Scorpion G.
Okay. And any particular issues with your practice or with your strategizing or anything this last week? Or are you guys pretty comfortable?
Seem pretty comfortable.
Okay.
At least on my side.
Is there any particular thing that you want me to be aware of, to watch for, or keep an eye out?
Not really, no.
Secrets?
There's not really any amazing things.
You just gotta try to keep them down and get your boys home.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a great plan if it can be done. Your point is to really rush. So it's all gonna come down that first 10-15 minutes. If you can get yourself in, you're good, huh?
Yep. The way this map is laid out, I don't think this is going to last about more than 20 minutes. I think it's going to end in less than 20 minutes.
Okay. So you guys feel pretty comfortable about getting in there with everybody and go. You're not concerned at all about the 4-lane with the ISO lane and everything. You're pretty comfortable with that concept?
Yep.
Okay. All right. It's one of those things that looks a little bit confusing when you're first looking at it, but as you break it down, it's all fairly straightforward. It's just different.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So good luck to you. Both teams have been really impressive throughout this entire tournament. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Just like I told Fuldesi, I can't say I'm expecting one or the other. You guys both have fantastic shots. So I look forward to seeing it unfold, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Bye. Ooh. Both teams pretty much want to just take it home. Gonna be interesting, and they're getting ready. So we might be done. Wow.
Was my mic muted? Jeez.
Yeah, I didn't hear you at all.
Oh my gosh.
I was just thinking he must be shoving his face full of pizza.
I purposely didn't eat so I could talk. Gosh dang it, alright?
All right, well, you better get it out as you can.
Yeah, I'll just wait until afterwards. So for No Waffles, we got Streamtastic, Mono, Matsuza, and J Scorpion G. And for Jamaican Hopscotch Mafia, we have Contronaut, Full SE441, Full SE03, and Subatomic Panda, and here we go.
Oh man, that looks like everybody just dropping down to main lane. So both teams, man, both teams like basically the same dang strat. We just want to get in there and get our hands on the wall. Neither one of them thinks it's going to be longer than 15-20 minutes. Let's see if they're proved right. It's always interesting when teams come at it with the exact same philosophy.
Well, it's going to come down to what rush strat they use, because
Right.
you can have a rush strat, but you can have two different kinds of rush strats, like doing different stuff. So
Well,
it'd be interesting.
exactly.
Especially on a map like this, where there's the main and ISO lanes.
It's so many different directions you can go. I did see that the ice was broken right off the bat over the chest here. Now, one broke to cover their chest, and the other is broken, but it's just gone. So no protection, no water
J-Scorp
down for
PG
whatever
entering
they
the
wanna
void
do.
lane. That's gonna be killer for.
That was one of the things they were concerned with.
Now we
Don't wanna
got
see-
Contronaut here starting off first main for JHM. Making
Okay,
some
there you go.
nice city projects.
We do have some cannon work already going. I'm not really seeing much hit. Let's see where you're going for. Trying to break up right in here. Oh, you have busted up the nether brick a bit.
I think he was going for the diamonds, which are about $10 below that.
Yeah, absolutely nothing but the nether brick touched. Okay, hey you. Matsuzen is pushing through. Looks like he's also setting up a cannon down here. Much closer to the diamond. And water goes over. Which I'm assuming he's going to then go get his own. Oh, it caught fire right as it was going. All right, so that's definitely low. We may see some diamond poof. Oh, again, low. Cannons back and forth. You can hear the explosions everywhere.
We have Sub teleporting over to the ISO lane. So we have Subatomic Panda and Full SEO3 on their ISO lanes for JHM, and just sitting here exchanging stuff.
At the ender chest, which is one of the things that they said was kind of critical for them, is to get there so they could start getting access to all the things.
We have
Meanwhile,
Contronaut.
Contronaut's in.
Good. Yep. He's pretty much past the PvP portion of the wool. Unless he can send someone over to the ISO lane, because you have a nice shot from the ISO lane for the rest of the wool.
And you can see it is fairly well lit up, and he is just booking right through, which is another key component. Oh, he's facing the witches. Now, this entire area... oh, he had to back off. This entire area on the ISO lanes... Is it just the ISO lanes that is there's end? Because we're going to have a lot of Endermen. That's the... for their region. Full Desi looks like he's up here adjusting some things. Thought he might make something the way he broke down the bushes. Keep looking. Now over at the church is where we've got the ender chest on the main lane. Ooh, Contronaut taken out by a creeper.
Oof.
That is painful. But he has already lit up fairly well.
We
He
have
has lit up fairly well.
We have Subatomic Panda for JHM, making some really nice progress on second ISO. Just taking out some Enderman. Yeah,
Okay,
here he
Manu
goes.
is over here just looking to shoot. Oh, Shroom is coming down here now. Dropping himself down right off the bat, too.
We have Full
Looks
Destiny 03 going over to third ISO for JHM. At the mouth of the wool entrance right now.
And Subatomic is working his way through as well.
So, what I believe what they're going for, since Contronaut's almost done with the first main, if he can just get this done real quick, then that's one wool touch, and then conveniently there's actually an Ender Pearl on top of third ISO. So if they could, once he gets that done, you can go up and get that Ender Pearl and go to second main, and then they'll have second done as well, because Sub is working on second ISO. So that'll be
Right.
two really rapid
That's what they were
wool
hoping
touches.
for. Full Desi said he's hoping to have both wool touches, possibly all three, within 10 minutes. You can see he's just making great progress. Here, there's Contronaut being... Oh! Killed in the wool room. Skeleton, everything popped up. Full Desi blown up by a creeper. Oh, 3, no.
That's two very unfortunate deaths for JHM. It's going to slow him down
Just,
a
yeah, I was
bunch.
going to say back to back. Ow. Mafia. Yeah, That hurt. Those are 2 back-to-back critical positions. They were deep in. Matsuzen is down here. Diamond get. So much for well, actually they didn't say. Foldetsu said they were going to completely ignore their resources. Matsuzen didn't say they were going to totally ignore them. He just said they weren't going to put a big focus on them, but he's definitely got their diamond. Looks like we are bridging across. Yep, Shroomtastic is taking a look over. Whoa! Just interpearled right across the lava, and he is in.
Is there anyone to pick up that wall though? Is there anyone for ISO for them?
Well, I don't know if anybody's left. Look at that. He is in. He is pushing it. Oh. Is Shroomtastic?
Yeah, it's
No.
It's worth to note no one is inside the first ISO for Noble Waffles, so they're gonna have to. Shroom will be interested to see if Shroom just kills himself and goes for it, or if they send someone over to go get it.
Well, meanwhile, Subatomic is working his way up and down through this vertical, and I thought I just saw Matsuzen across the way, kind of right opposite him. So very interesting. There could be some action across the way if there's PvP, or they're just going to completely ignore each other and keep going. By the way, that lava right there is how you get to that diamond to begin with, which is what you just saw.
All right, so we have full SEO3 for JHM inside of 3rd ISO, and we have Ben Contranaut right here about to hit the button. Here we go, he hits the button. So that's going to be the first wool touch of the finals.
Fantastic. Right, Matsuzen is in full diamond. There it is, green wool. Matsuzen is in full diamond, and he is making his way kind of back forward. It looks like he's grabbing just some bits here and there, supplies. He's working his way all the way backwards.
Shroom doing some really nice redstone work to make it so that it will keep spawning in wools for him, actually.
Oh, lovely.
So there, it's only lasts for how long? For about 5 minutes, because he threw an item entity on the ground for it.
Right, to tag it. Wow, Shroom is Holland took us out and was taken out by Foldesi.
Plus E441.
Yeah, the 2 Foldesis, you're killing me, man. Subatomic is clearing his way through here. He's just got a crap ton of mobs.
Fulesi 441 is Buggy 441, so you can probably just call him Buggy for convenience.
All right. So Subatomic is still working his way through. This is, of course, a vertical. You can see all these rooms up and down, maze, which I got lost trying to follow you earlier, Cam. And we were in creative just running through it. I'm like, wait, which way did you turn? So it's definitely one of those confusing things, but it can be done. Oh, Foldesi is at the very top over here at the ISO lane. This is... see what he's going to do.
He's probably going to do... Yeah, he's probably going to...
Dropped off that green wool?
He's going to... Yeah, he has 2 ender pearls on him, so he can ender pearl to second main once...
That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, once sub is done.
All right, so we could see some more ender pearling. And then, of course, right here, one of the little secret hidden things up top here is a charged creeper spawner. So there is... that. Oh, there he goes. Did he catch it? Ooh.
Oh!
Fantastic teleported. I
he
feel
missed
like
it.
He slid. Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like he slid right down.
Oh, we have sub for JHM. Basically, add the wool retrieval room for a second.
And Contranaut is at the beginning of the ISO lane, and he is just pillaring up to get the supplies here.
Yep, there we go. We have sub is inside of second ISO for JHM. And there we go. There's
and
the wool
Scorpion's
presses.
down. Okay, Scorpions fell out of the world. Matsuzen is in here. He's still working his way through too. Again, full diamond right down to the sword. So he's just bossing his way through this. No issue. Fairly well lit.
There we go. That's the second wool touch.
We're just approaching our first night. We're just approaching our first night. Nobody could even set a bed till now, and we've got wool get ×2. That is phenomenal. Shroomtastic pillaring up. Again at their ISO lane. Foldesi is getting shot at. Oh, that's 441, so that's Buggy.
We have Contranaut teleporting. Okay. Contranaut is inside of the first ISO. So All JHM needs to do is run third main, and they got it.
And they've got it. They're just waiting. Okay, and looks like Foldesi is looking to work his way down. Yeah, he just tossed the wool down from the top there. Looks like Buggy is working his way over. Right now. Right past Gray.
Sub passing around all of his armor and great wool out of second ISO, so he won't have to trek through the wool.
Scorpion was kind of had a beat on. He's shooting down here at the bottom of that slide for the ISO. I'm not sure if he actually saw somebody or if he's just trying to harass. I am so unbelievably impressed that it was just barely first night and we already had 2 wolves get. That is incredible.
Now we have Buggy, or Full SC 441, starting third main for JHM. So once he gets this done, they just have to get first main. They have to get that wool out of first ISO, and then they got a victory run, and it's game.
And Subatomic is here, and he is digging. He is digging right now.
While there really is no one inside of Wolves right now for no Waffles besides Matt Susan, who is inside of first main.
Full Desi is actually chilling up here. We just actually heard and saw a brief flash of one of those charged creepers. He's in the wool room, and he's really looking to try to be sure they can stop anybody from the other side. There's another charged creeper just falling down from above. It's raining creepers. That's not a comfortable place to be. Contranaut is just here.
Full Desi, you know.
That is who's getting shot at. Oh, cannon work. Are they looking to trap him in here? You poor thing. You look so sad. Contranaut's just in here. He's just all huddled up in his adorable little penguin self. And a cannon work just came down here.
Oh,
took out a couple
I hear
blocks.
holding dispensed. Is it coming down?
I hear it clicking. I hear it clicking. Matson is down here. He's in a chest that's placed.
Oh, here it is. Here we go. This is going to be all 3 wool sluts for JHM. There we go.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Contranaut. You beautiful thing, you.
There you go. Sub just retrieved the second pass round, too.
Look at that. There's Contranaut painting the wool. Oh, this little area red. And this is where they were cannoning down, where he was getting shot at. This is why he was in here, just waiting for it to drop upon his person. Beautiful. Now, they've got to get that out.
He doesn't have an interval on him. Oh, but here we go. We have sub for JHM. Right here. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's a lot of blazes. Buggy is just being swarmed. He can't really leave. He's just getting paint. Look, he put... Yeah, fireballed. He had TNT in his hand for a brief second. I'm not sure if he was going to try to quickly pillar or what, but yeah.
So,
he's down.
Interesting to note, sub from the second ISO pass round, dug over to first ISO and is setting up a pass round for Contranaut to put the wool in so they can get out without having to go back through the Happy Fun slide.
Yeah, meanwhile, this is fantastic. Yeah, he is looking at the Happy Fun slide and just trying to connect his way over. You can see where he has a bit of a block placement down here. We talked about that earlier, how he can get straight across, but he is now being pelted as well, so he's not really being able to get out at the moment. Buggy is making sure.
Oh, Ben places. There we go. Okay, he kind of not taken out by Mono, but they're able to
place wool first.
Yep. So all sub needs to do is get this pass round.
It's right there. It is right there. You saw him place it in the chest.
Sub doesn't seem to know where it is though.
Yeah, he's really, he's going up too high.
Yep. I don't think he can see it from this angle.
I don't think so either. And actually, if he goes down where he was again, yes, it'll be the end. Yeah, there you go, the end stone, and just one thin row of the of that beautiful obsidian versus up top where he's gonna have several obsidians to get through. Oh, man. I cannot even see who that is. Another on the opposite side, again, right against, you can see some tunneling work going on over here against the outside void lane to be protected. Voldesi is just shooting like crazy. Oh, man. Which? Now, we still have to get all these on the Victory Monument. We haven't seen any Victory Monument action.
We have Matsu's in for normal waffles, starting second ISO, but...
Subatomic picked up the red wool.
Yeah, at this point, Noble Waffles' only chance is to delay them at the Victory Monument for so long with their huge armor advantage and then run the wolves. But it looks like
Because
it doesn't look like they're prepared
they don't have
for that
any
at all.
wool touches, yes?
They don't have any.
Yeah, Noble has nothing on there. Okay, has nothing in their possession. I didn't see anything being touched. Okay, this is, of course, the Victory Monument, which is very cannonable, complete with cannon supplies right down here, just in case you hadn't already had the idea to destroy this place. So, yeah, this is a Victory Monument. It's beautiful, and it is so easily messed with. Looks like, yeah, there's already been some pillaring up.
Sub placing both of the wolves into his ender chest and keeping one of each on him, and he has ender pearl, so it looks like, yeah, here we go. He's ender pearling over to his main lane now. Let's see if he makes it.
Matsusen is still working his way through.
Very nice pearl by Sub. He's right at the Victory Monument for...
Yep, I just went to him. Oh, beautiful.
He only has 2 of the 3 wolves on him, though. Unless they have green already placed. Nope, they don't have...
No, nothing is placed.
Here we go. Looks like he's about to place red. Here we go. There's a red wool.
There's red.
Gray.
We don't want to mess with the fire. There's the gray.
Looks like does Contra have green on him?
Oh, Contra
has green. He has green. All
there
he
it
has to
goes.
do is
And
place
he's right
it.
there.
You ran past it. You ran past it.
You're right there. You're right there. There it is. Match over. Match over. Okay. What is the official time on that sucker?
Let me check.
Because it's like 21 minutes.
16:56.
I knew it. I'm like, we're 21 minutes after the hour, and we were chatting. Oh, wow. Less than 20 minutes. You know what? Noble Waffle said it's going to be over in less than 20 minutes, and it was just not on there. Not for them. Wow. Very, very nicely done.
Kind of anticlimactic finals, but, you know, it happened.
You know what? I don't really know that, because at the same time there is such a that was so masterfully done. I mean, they even had some deaths, and it like not even bother. Just push. Really, that was just so incredibly contrled. I am impressed.
That's a wrap to the tournament.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Gonna grab one member from each team now.
May have been quick, but it was good, baby. May have been quick, but it was good. That was beautiful. Can't wait to get them in here and we could just start talking.
Hey.
Hey! Oh, man.
Oh, man.
We got Contronaut from Jamaican Hopscotch Mafia, and we have Matsusen from Noble Waffles for the afternoon interview.
GG.
Well, you know, Matsusen, you told me that you expected it to be over within 20 minutes, and that was like 16 and a half or so.
There was no way this game was going to last longer than 20 minutes.
I was really surprised with your roster because it seemed like you guys went like the most like wall running focused you could have with your roster. So I kind of had a hint that you would go more rush strat.
Well, both of you guys were almost like word for word in your pregame.
Oh no.
Chatting about, you know, we really want to get it, you know, just run our wolves first. Although, you know, Jamaican Jamaican Waffles. Yeah, that's another. That's another ship right there. Jamaican Hopscotch Mafia, you guys had said, Voldesi had said, hey, we're not gonna try to deny them armor. We're not even gonna look at our armor. We're just gonna push. We're just gonna get in there and go. And that is exactly what you did. Hopefully 2 touches before nightfall, and you had second wool, and we're looking at the sun setting, and it was just very, like, it felt like everything was just right on plan. And we did see some deaths, but it didn't seem to shake you guys at all.
It went really, really well for us. you know, the strat was a little risky just because, you know, I don't typically play rush strats, and but you
And
know,
you had your roles flipped.
looking at the map and looking at the team we were facing, I just thought rush strat would just be, you know, so good for this match, and yep, it went really well.
What was the ton of cannoning right off the bat, and then after all, it was like, okay, you know what, forget it, just keep on going, and neither team really took out the other's diamond unless you did that later on. I didn't see it, and I did see Matsuson went in and got diamond, and of course was full diamond, but that little bit of time, you seem to be the only one that I saw in diamond, but you guys weren't able to get your hands on any actual wool. What happened from your perspective, Matsuson?
Well, we had a lockdown on first ISA with a cannon that could have worked and bought us a lot of time. But when I dropped the water bucket to Mono, who was in like the kind of cave he dug out, I accidentally threw it out of the world.
Oh wow!
So we couldn't cannon at all. So that's kind of what cost us the game in my opinion. Because with that cannon, we would have been able to buy a lot of time.
Yeah, from my perspective, I was sitting in that wool box, and I saw that cannon, you know, cannon out like all my blocks. It was perfectly aimed for the pass round we were planning to do. And so I got really nervous there. I made sure the guy getting the pass round was, you know, set up to get it as soon as I did the pass round. And, you know, we were lucky enough you didn't cannon it again. But yeah, that could have delayed us a lot.
With that cannon, even if you were in the wool box, it would have killed you. Like if you were standing on the wall, like
really?
next to the wall, it would have killed you. Yeah.
I tried to stay as far back as I could and just shift there and not do anything because I knew that cannon was definitely a big threat.
Well, it was really interesting because there were actually some lockdowns on both sides where people were just kind of pinned and were held up for a little bit, and there was some deaths exchanged back and forth. But by and large, the biggest star of the show was the wolves themselves. It was just over so fast, and I have to say, in all seriousness, JHM, man, you guys, that was virtually picture perfect strat. You guys just went in there.
It went really well. I was really surprised how well it went. We did 2 like kind of scrims against a pug team, just a random assortment of players, and the first game went really bad, and the second game kind of went okay, I guess, but you know, our strat never went that smoothly, and so I was really surprised when that happened in the game.
Well, all the way around, it went fairly well this time, and it was really interesting to hear in the beginning how both teams were talking very, very similarly, and then as soon as it started, you know, the first thing Cam had said was, you know, but just because they're rush strats doesn't mean they're going to be the same rush strats. We saw that, you know, we saw one, you know, stop and grab the diamonds, you know, work on a little bit of a different strategy. And even though you were both pushing to go forward, the absolute get in there, get in, and get out is what did it. It was absolutely beautiful. I mean, 16 and a half minutes, less than 17 minutes for our finals is shocking.
Yeah.
But at the same time, incredibly impressive.
I mean, yeah, we were trying to get like under 10 minutes in dry runs, but we didn't expect to get that fast in an actual game. So I think, you know, 16 minutes is really, really fast for us. So
really was incredible. I hope you guys really had a great experience throughout. I know I think the tournament's been very successful. It's been great watching everybody kind of come and play, and you guys faced off against each other early on.
Yes, we did. We played each other's second round.
It's on the same kind of type of map where you just rush the walls.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I don't think this map, False Respite, was a good finals map in my opinion because it's way too rushable.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it's a good map. I just not for finals.
Rip. Well, our thoughts behind it was we knew it was rushy, but the update that Jack pushed out for it was supposed to be like make it so you can't rush it as easily, but I guess you still can. I think you can. I think it can. It could go to long game, but it's gotta.
To be fair,
teams have to play a certain strategy.
Yeah, they played the right strat on this map, and everything went according to plan. I mean, how often does that happen with Race for the Wool? You get the bad creeper, you get your stuff blown up, you get over the edge. That just didn't happen, you know, and everything was really great. It's a beautiful map. It is a unique map, and I absolutely love it.
Great map.
I think you guys just, you both did fantastic, but a total hats off. Jamaican Hopscotch Mafia, you guys were just spot on. I was just like, wait, oh, okay, they did it. They did it, you know, and I thought that was just beautiful. So I was just thoroughly impressed. So I'm done gushing. Y'all are good.
I guess it's no surprise that the game was so fast considering both teams did a rush strat. You know, one team's got to win. So
there can be only one. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
I have one question for both of you guys. I'm just curious because I didn't see it, but everything was happening so fast. Did either team even bother like setting a spawn at any point?
Nope.
Well, the thing about beds on that map is that if you know, when you respawn, the only way to get into the ISO lane is through respawning. So beds aren't necessarily as useful.
Oh, ender pearls.
Well, okay, yeah, but
right. But depending on where you are in the main, you know, obviously it's especially important that way. I was just really curious because I didn't see any bed setting, anything, and it was just like almost over by the time night even rolled around. So I was just curious if that even came into play, and so it didn't from either side. That's what I thought.
Oh yeah,
really interesting.
Matt, did you get your iron before we cannoned it?
No.
Iron. Oh.
I had to smelt iron.
Ah, okay, yeah, good. Buggy was unsure if he actually got it. He knew he did. He got the cannon off, so.
You guys are both so adorable. I love the team suits. I love those big, huge penguin eyes. I gotta say, when he was stuck in there at the red in the ISO lane, and he was just like backed into a corner, and I'm looking at him, and there's those big old penguin eyes. I'm like, oh, you look so sad and trapped. And then you're like 2 minutes later, we'll get plastering the place red. Had that pass around right there. I mean, he was getting pinned down by arrow fire and cannoning, and it was just like, oh no, you're kind of stuck there. And then Cam's like, oh no, they got a pass around going. They're gonna get him out of there, no problem. And they're gonna get that wool out of there at least, maybe not him. Mm-hmm. But it was really, really great. So that was kind of fun for me too, just looking into those big sad puppy dog, penguin eyes, and just nope, we got this. We got this. He's not going to be trapped. So really, you guys responded well. You really did your job for keeping him pinned down, but you were just outrushed. That's just, you know, what it comes down to.
Yeah, and we didn't many mistakes on our part.
So did you guys feel like everything kind of went according to your plan there? You know, Matheson with Noble Waffles, did anything like
not
major knock you up? Because you guys seem to kind of be behind it the whole time.
It didn't go to plan. It didn't go according to plan at all.
What went wrong?
Well, it somewhat did, but like was rough.
Well, you didn't get their diamonds, but they didn't really go for their diamonds anyway, so that wasn't.
I guess we killed. I know we killed J Scorpion early on, and I think Buggy killed Shroom a couple times, which was probably really important.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Got any more questions or anything to say to them, honey?
I'm good.
All right.
I've done my bit, man.
Congratulations, JHM, for Jamaican Hopscotch Mafia for winning the first ever Artilea event, Artilea New Wool. Congratulations, Matt, for making it this far.
Yeah, I gotta give a big shout out to you guys, because you guys have been really impressive this whole tournament, and I think
absolutely
really deserved your second place spot. So, yeah. But really,
and I'm sure that's meant in the nicest possible.
I'm really excited to see what you guys will do in the future. You're a really good team.
You definitely deserved your final spot.
Hopefully in the future we're gonna get more active players.
Yeah, I saw you guys set up them. That's great. Or I don't know if that was true or not.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations all the way around.
Yeah,
Cam, what about you as organizer? Thanks to you, and you got your little bits.
Yeah. I want to give a huge shout out to just like everyone. Huge shout out to Chris for fellow organizer buddy. Huge shout out to Jack. He managed the YouTube channel for us. He was the one that took all the stuff from the Twitch broadcast and put them to our YouTube. He also made the quick and concise map tours, which were a huge hit, done really, really well. Helped a lot with the whole streaming experience. And then I want to shout out our streamers, especially Scary Muffin, ZZ Rules 21, Honey, and Rixiat. You guys really helped a lot with a lot of the streams. And then, of course, shout out to all the other streamers that streamed, like Strange and Eclipson streamed in match. And I think that's everyone. But yeah, thanks for everyone who went and streamed for us. And then, huge shout out to Brunt's Force. He helped a lot with my posts, fixing a bunch of grammatical errors and fixing the wording in general to make it more clear, which is always helpful. Big shout out to all the teams that coordinated with us, cooperated, and always, even though there were some tough time stuff to get out, it was really appreciate working with us. And huge shout out to our sponsor, Solid State Gaming, for providing us with some more money for the prize pool. That came a bit late, but it's all good.
Big shout out to Cam and Chris for hosting the tournament. I think you guys did an exceptional job, considering that you guys are, used to be playing in RMCT 5 on Rush, and so I think you guys really stepped up.
It is not easy to run. It is not easy to run a
and ran this high level of a
any
tournament.
size, and this was really well done. So absolutely, congrats to
supporting the community and everything. It's great.
Oh yeah, I got one more shout out to the community in general, because we wouldn't have, because we really went out to the community for a lot of ideas, and because we got the map pool by just working with people with the community, ironing things out, like, hey, what kind of maps would you like to see in a tournament and stuff like that. So that's how we got the maps, and that's also how we got the format. We pulled some feedback from people saying, what would you want to see in a race world tournament, and we used that, and this is what happened.
I'm totally not beating up on Shroomtastic, but he's got like the little motion bits at his feet. I'm like, hey, can I push you and make that stop? So I would just smack him around a little bit. I'm not distracted by shiny things at all. Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the things that was fantastic to see, is that there's a lot of community action, a lot of community interaction, and that's always a great thing when it can happen. So, and on that note, for the communities from RMCT point of view, there are some changes that need to be done to our lobbies. So we're going to be looking at how we're going to get that accomplished, and hopefully there'll be a lot of input from said community. So
awesome.
Ready for that, watching for that. So we've got a couple of different ideas on how we're going to do that, and I'm kind of excited about the direction it's going. So we'll see what you guys think.
Got any teasers for any upcoming RMCT events besides that, Honey? Or is that all you can say?
I would not say any teasers for events. I will say that it's summer and a lot of people are going to be coming and going and vacations and stuff. But I will say that the organizers have been talking about various things. And one of the things that we know we have to do is get that lobby straightened out. And we want to look at any kind of, community events. We're definitely focused on community events. So
awesome.
It is not gone. It is not forgotten. We are still very excited. And things like this in between time are fantastic to still get to see, let people still play on a tournament level and get new people in and all that stuff. So I think it was just a great thing all the way around. So all you map makers and idea people, be thinking in terms of lobbies. Zarpal, I saw what you said. No painting Southern lobby. I smite you down right now, Mr. Man.
Rest in
Naughty
peace,
pants.
RMCT5, RMCT5.
Naughty pants. We're not even going to think about such things again. Okay. Well, that's it from my side.
Alright, I think that's it. That's a wrap. That was 5 months of work, all done.
There you go. Thank you guys so much for
Awesome.
participating, for being our finalists, for being here with us, for running the thing, and of course the community for watching and participating. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Meow. At the last minute. Meow.